just take a moment. Just sit up straight for a second with your feet flat on the floor. Close your eyes and take a nice deep breath in. And release. And then just one more breath in. And let it out. And the first thing that comes to your mind, whether it's a yes or a no, and whichever one it is, it's not just the word, but it's backed by the emotion of this is a definite. Like it would bring you joy to say yes, or it would bring you joy to say no. Okay? So you're feeling into the answer to this question. The amount of stress that you're putting yourself through, imagine if you didn't have to, those hours that you're spending, that stress and that anxiety that you're spending, that money that you're spending, that is a lot of energy that could be put towards, guess what? A new career path, whatever you want. Because the core thing that I want to get at is that so many people do this. So many people put themselves through so much stress because they feel like, oh, well, this was really important to do. When in most cases, and it wasn't even your idea in the first place, right? I mean, oftentimes it's from our parents. Our parents are, pushing going to college, and well, they're paying for it. So then there's that extra obligation, or then there's, well, you're in a long list of lawyers, or our dream is for you to be a doctor, or, and like all this pressure, when, hey, maybe you want to be an artist. Hey, maybe you want to be a kindergarten teacher, whatever it is, like you should allow your dreams to guide you. And then you have that experience along the way that's like filling you up with all of this joy and love instead of, I hate this. This is so annoying. I can't wait till this is over. Oh shit, I forgot I have to do this essay. Oh my gosh, the reason why it's not getting done isn't because you're procrastinating. It's because you don't want to do it. It doesn't bring you any joy. Just take a break from it and follow something that is bringing you some passion. And we'll, let's see if we can spark a little bit of that today. Just kind of laying the groundwork for moving into that area where, like, what am I meant to do, right? And maybe it'll show up naturally because you'll be more aligned with it instead of aligned with all this, resistance of doing something you really hate doing. It's really about finding that, where do you want to have that quality of life, right? Where do you want to balance all of the stress that you don't necessarily have to have? Because if you can find that path, then life starts to become easy. And it's not easy because you're not doing anything. It's easy because you're aligned with it. And when you find that thing that you're meant to do, like truly meant to do it, at least for that period of time, right? That could change 5-10 years down the road. But that time, it'll be like, this is what's supposed to happen. And it feels right. And that's the best way to kind of describe it. When you know you're doing the thing you're meant to do, it feels right. Like you constantly have what it would feel like to have a smile on your face inside your body. Like this little kind of lightness, like, hey, like, let's go out. That feeling of like, I'm excited. I don't even know why. instead of I'm anxious and I know why. That's a big message that's not being listened to, right? I feel anxious and I definitely know why. And yet I'm still gonna do this thing that is definitely making me anxious. Like, maybe it's time to just say, okay, I hear you. Let's make some sort of shift.